A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke, chapter 14, verses 1 and 7 to 11. The passage is taken from the Message version of the Bible. One time, when Jesus went for a Sabbath meal with one of the top leaders of the Pharisees, all the guests had their eyes on him, watching his every move. He went on to tell a story to the guests around the table. Noticing how each had tried to elbow into the place of honor, he said, "When someone invites you to dinner, don't take the place of honor. Somebody more important than you might have been invited by the host. Then he'll come and call out in front of everybody, 'You're in the wrong place. The place of honor belongs to this man.' Embarrassed, you'll have to make your way to the very last table, the only place left. When you're invited to dinner, go and sit at the last place. Then, when the host comes, he may very well say, 'Friend, come up to the front.' That will give the dinner guests something to talk about. What I'm saying is, if you walk around all high and mighty, you're going to end up flat on your face. But if you're content to be simply yourself, you will become more than yourself." The Gospel of the Lord.
Grace of humility over primacy of honor. A good number of people are after the chair. The tendency towards the power of the chair divides the people into two categories, like dependent type, who are affected by every word that is spoken by others. They are driven by the external locus of control because they believe that their worth depends on the recognition, appreciation, and praise given by others. Whereas independent type, who know the truth that happiness is hugely self-made, they approach to whatever is said by others as others' perspective and consider the fact they are happy with what they are. There is a common misconception that a person's greatness and honor are seen by the place or position or the chair one occupies. But for Jesus, real honor lies solely on one's character. In fact, one with an honorable character is always humble, and he who humbles himself will be exalted by God. So humility is the foundation for all virtues. Foundation needs to be strong and enduring than beautiful. People who enjoy a healthy ego understand the power of humility. Humility is a quality of persons who know that their worth is not measured by recognition from their peers, but by the certainty that God has accepted them. Humility is like a healthy herd that continues to work without any proclamation of its existence, whereas lack of humility can fall short of all capacities and talents. So true humility is essentially being true to oneself, because the lid knows what the vessel contains. It also recognizes the due dignity and respectability of others irrespectively. In that sense, it is a person that gives honor to the chair and not otherwise. A genuine awareness of true self leads one to practice humility. The true devotee feels humble at the sight of him who called. This double awareness encourages one to recognize the goodness and greatness of others. By this threefold humility, surely a person becomes pleasing in God's sight and God exalts him. Because God does not look on the glitter of our guest list, but on the act of generosity in our daily social relationships. It is not the places or chairs of power and honor that make one great, but the sincerity of heart, integrity of life, and intimacy with God.